Rouge, there was some street flooding, but where we haven't really seen too much of that. Had a few flash flood warnings issued, though, for areas north of the lake. Tonight, really what we're expecting is some rain, mostly just kind of spotty showers north of Lake Pontchartrain. Also, the dense fog, that will be something you'll want to think about for tonight and unfortunately the next several mornings. We do have clouds and a kind of mild feel this week. Our temperatures making it to around 70 most days. And then we have another round of rain late Thursday and then a dry and chilly weekend. So those of you with your eyes on the parades for next weekend, I think it's looking good as long as you bundle up a little bit. Flood watch, though, still continues tonight officially until midnight. A few more hours where we could see some rain north of the lake. Rainfall totals maybe another 1 to 2 inches, but we'll see. And then the visibility is fine right now. But again, dense fog advisory conditions are expected, meaning possibly down to a quarter mile or less visibility for overnight tonight from midnight to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So a heads up, unfortunately, for that early commute. Live radar is showing where the showers are. Here they are in North Shore parishes and our counties in Mississippi. A little bit of rain, especially over the western part of Lake Pontchartrain as well and over the causeway. We haven't seen anything too strong to severe. You can't really rule that out with these kind of systems with this southwest flow, but we haven't seen that so far, and we'll just be watching through tonight, but not expecting a lot of really strong thunderstorms. But you can see some of the heavier rain is still out to the west and north of us. We have a little stationary front over us, and that front to the northwest will make its way close to us and then park itself over us for the next couple of days. Rain totals today depends on where you were. The farther north, generally, the more you got, like Bogalusa, almost 3 inches. Slidell, not far from 1.5 inches. And again, hopping over to Baton Rouge, over 4 inches has fallen at that spot. Reserve and Gulfport, less than 1/2 inch. And a lot of our spots south of the lake did not see quite as much rain. In fact, less than 1/2 inch for the New Orleans airport, downtown, and the lakefront as well as Reserve. Now, looking quickly at our river flood forecast for north of the lake, when we get these big rain events, sometimes this time of year, you know, the rivers go up really fast and then they fall pretty fast. So just a heads up, nothing really crazy expected, but you can see the rising conditions currently for our North Shore rivers. Minor flooding is forecast. The Tangipahoa may just barely hit moderate flooding, but you can see that it is expected to just barely get there. Most of the flooding would be minor, and the crests are expected in the next couple of days. So again, quick rise on some of these rivers. And then aside from the Pearl, it should be falling pretty fast. The Pearl may just kind of stay steady there for the next several days. We do have the clouds. Our temperatures way into the 70s, but hop over to the north and you're in the 60s thanks to the rain and also that little boundary, that little front that's hanging over the area. Tonight we'll keep our rain chance near 30%, especially north of the lake, and there could be some patchy fog. Tonight low temperatures mainly in the 60s. Here's our fogcast for tonight with so much moisture and then our temperatures dropping to near where the dew point temperature is. That will help fog to form. So you can see 7 a.m. tomorrow might have some pretty low visibility to work with, but we should see it improving through the morning toward lunchtime. Tomorrow, after the fog early, we have a 30% chance for a few showers during the day. Our high temperature is about 72 or so, very similar to today. Here's our precision cast going forward in time through 9 p.m. A little bit of rain, especially farther to the north. This takes us through the overnight. We'll have a few showers. 7 a.m., clouds, some fog, maybe a stray shower. And then through the day tomorrow, notice we keep the clouds around. This will not be something where we get the rain finished really fast, as we will continue with, in general, our setup with a stationary front, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and a few little disturbances working over us. So this is our forecast through tomorrow. We'll be back in the 60s for the evening. Our rain chance stays there near 10 or so % Tuesday, maybe a stray shower Wednesday, but not looking too likely. And then Thursday, we expect our next real rain system moving through with showers and a few storms. Thursday morning starts off quiet, but here we go with our next round of rain in the perhaps second part of the day. In fact, this might even be more toward afternoon and evening, maybe around 7 p.m. some of the heaviest rain, and then it's moving on out. So we're left with chilly, breezy conditions for Friday. And in fact, Friday night parades will be nice and dry, but it could even feel like the 40s. So the chilly setup there. Sunny and cool on Saturday in the 50s, and then Sunday will warm back into the 60s. So all the parade stuff for the weekend looking good, aside from a bit of that wind Friday night. And in the meantime, we'll be watching out for that rain next on the agenda.